Okay, so today we are inside the cactus farm, and that is because I've been getting several comments of people having like a lot of questions about the cactus farm, some issues they're having, and I'm gonna go ahead and consider them right now and kind of put a more detailed explanation than what I gave them in the comments section in past videos. So we're gonna go from there. So the first question I got, or one of the first, is what pattern do I use? Now, this pattern really is not dependent on you because I just made the first layer. Like, the pattern is based on your first layer. Whatever your first layer is, you just put your next layer, like, in between slots, and then you just do the same thing again, except at the end, you just want to match the first layer. So if you want to, like, have a visual, I'll just do this real quick and just move very slowly so you can see the first 4 layers right here clearly. And hopefully this can like help you out because I don't really know how to explain the pattern. I didn't really think about it too much. It just went with the flow, you know? After I blocked it off, I just went with whatever was working. And this is the pattern that happened. After I made the first layer, I couldn't put one here because cactus is you can't put anything next to it. So I just started here and between these two and ended the same way with ending between the last two. And then I would go back to right at the end, which leaves a 1 block gap. So it's not a complicated pattern. It's actually very simple. And whatever like size your farm is, you can literally like eyeball it if you wanted to. And it will just go on naturally as you build. So don't put too much thought in the pattern. This is literally like the easiest, most brainless part is making the pattern because they'll just come naturally. So hopefully that answered your question and maybe you can have a bit more confidence building your farm. Another question, how much does the cactus farm decrease FPS? I answered it just saying that it doesn't decrease FPS that much depending on farm size. Now mine is relatively small. My cactus farm, pretty small. Of course, the bigger the farm is, the more drops you'll be getting, and the more like FPS drop you'll have. But for me, personally, I have a really old computer. I'm just gonna say that right now. This computer that I'm using right now is extremely old. And for the cactus farm this size, I'm actually surprised that I'm not lagging as much as I thought. So I can comfortably build higher without worrying too much. I can AFK here safely, so you can see not too much lag. Building, building the farm still relatively easy because again, I don't lag that much. And well, cactus farm won't really decrease your FPS too much unless you like get full island. Now that one you probably do need a really good computer because if you want to know how bad my computer is right now, it literally takes it like 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes to just start up from after I shut it down. And sometimes Minecraft, if I try to load it, it just won't load. So I have to close it from Task Manager and try to reopen it again. Yeah, it's a really old computer. And I'm surprised it's still running. As you can see, still lagging a little bit, but it's not significant enough for it to have a big enough impact on how I AFK this or how the farm works. So don't worry about FPS too much. If I can do it with a really old computer that literally takes almost half an hour just to start, then I'm pretty sure you can do it with a much bigger farm with a much better computer. So hopefully that helped. And next question is I'm playing co-op with my friends and want to build a cactus farm, but when the items are dropped in the water, they lag a lot. How did you make your items flow so smoothly? Now, I don't know what's so smooth about this. You can see that it kinda still lags. You can kinda see it. And at times it'll just stay right here. Now, this isn't too big of a deal because since it's just cactus. It's just cactus, they'll make it. But the real thing to this is item stacking. You can see if I drop one spider eye and then I drop another one below, they'll just stack. So I drop two there. Okay, this reach is getting a little annoying. So one right there, drop this one, see they just stack. And both of them are now here. It's the same thing with cactus. Since a lot of cactus is dropping consistently all the time, they're eventually gonna have to stack up, even in water. So let's just imagine like this is going down with water, one right here, and there's one ahead of it, right there. It'll just stack. So don't worry about it too much. If it really is lag, then well, don't give your computer too much to do at the same time. Because literally, making this video, I only have two things open. I have Minecraft, and of course what I use to record the video. So, and that's it. And that's just so I can try my best to not lag. Because if I had things like Google, if I had other like applications open, oh yeah, I'm definitely lagging. But if we're just worried about the item drops not going in your hopper smoothly or not flowing in the water smoothly, don't worry about it. Look, you can see here. Mine is not perfect. It just looks smooth, but it's just the items stacking together. Of course, not all the items will stack because water flow is weird, but items will stack, and the one you can even see sometimes you can actually see it, but since it just flows down into hoppers, it's kind of hard to tell. But it does happen. It does stack. It does yeah, it does stack. It doesn't lag. And if it does, just give your computer less to do. And don't worry about it. Even here. Drop one. As it travels, drop another one. As you can see, it's stacked. Right here. There's a spider eye. As you can see, mine is not perfect. It's literally lagging still. With one eye. Drop another one, they just stack. So don't worry about it. And you shouldn't really have that much of a problem because even if it does lag, I believe item despawn is still the same. Let me look at this. I'll just leave that there for now. See how long it takes for it to despawn. But if it's like normal Minecraft despawn, there's no way it's gonna take more than 5 minutes for your cactus to reach the hoppers. There's just no way. Still here. The spider eye is still here. Oh, it's gone. Okay, so it's definitely not 5 minutes. I'm gonna say at least 1 to 2 minutes. But even still, it's not gonna take that long. Let me get some cactus. And let's see how long it takes. Because again, mine is not perfect. So I'm gonna drop one right here. Okay, so you can see mine's still lagging. So mine is not perfect, but as long as there's enough time for it to reach the hoppers like that, then it doesn't matter if it lags, if it stacks, or whatever happens to it. Let's do it again. Yeah, you can see mine's not perfect. So it's not a smooth item flow because again, water and Skyblock, especially this server, is a little weird, and I put ice. So it's going faster, of course it's gonna lag a bit more. So again, don't worry about it too much and just continue with your farm. Don't overthink the farm, is what I'm basically just gonna say. Whatever questions you have, just don't overthink it, because if you overthink it, then you're gonna probably like put a little too much effort on this farm, trying to optimize it, trying to do things to prevent like lag, item drop. You'll have unnecessary questions like um what happens, how do you make it so items flow smoothly for me? Because again, my item flow is not smooth. You can see it still lags. Right there was a perfect example. So as long as it can make it to your hoppers, then it doesn't matter. So don't overthink your cactus farms. Just continue building it higher. And as long as it reaches your hoppers, and as long as the hoppers can transfer it to your furnace, and as long as the hoppers getting it from the furnace can transfer it to your chest, then that's really all you need. You can see it's smelting it just fine. Well, okay, there is cactus. I was about to say, why isn't it smelting anything? But it is. But as long as it's smelting, then you're fine. Don't overthink it. Just go with it. So I guess for now, I'll end the video here. And before I do, one last advice, because I did get a comment saying that if they go too far, will the cactus farm still work? I personally didn't have an issue because sometimes I AFK up there, and sometimes I'm just over there, and I would call that far because that's as far as my island goes. Because I'm not just gonna chill at the end of my nether wart farm, but I would say yes and no, because some people actually have like troubles with the cactus farm if they're too far away from it. I personally don't have any troubles, but just to be safe, just make an AFK pool right under your farm. You'll be close to it. Everything will work as it is. Your furnaces will work, your hoppers will work, your cactus farm will work. And if you use teleport pads like me, then you can just warp over here, just continue, and you should be fine. So again, don't worry about it, don't overthink it, you'll be fine. There's always a solution, a very simple solution at that, to whatever like question you have, and I just pretty much gave him. But for now, I'll end it here. Hopefully this helped again, and we'll see you next time.